everyone. Good afternoon and welcome into the recipe box. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, and I hope that you can hear me good. Is the volume okay, Shannon? I see Shannon's in the chat. Hello, Shannon. We are waiting on Bobby to join us. And this week we are going over the 1970s. So I was going to do a little bit of cooking, but come to find out I didn't have what I needed. And my daughter took off to a friend's house and she took my car. So I'm going to let Bobby do the cooking today. But I see her hanging out and getting ready. So anyway, the 1970s was my birth decade. I was born in 77. So anyway, waiting on Bobby to give me a thumbs up and we will go.
There you go.
Hello, Bobby.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
How's it been going up there? Down there, over there?
Good and busy. How's it been going there?
Doing fine. It's kind of rainy looking today. I think we're supposed to get some weather later on in the week.
It actually looks really rainy and dreary out here too. It's warm, but it looks like it's gonna rain. Like pour the rain any minute.
Yeah. It is 77 here. I think it's 47% chance of rain tomorrow, but Wednesday, 73% chance of some.
Yeah, I think it's even gonna
weather.
have a more chance of rain tomorrow, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be real rainy for the next few days, I guess.
Oh well, maybe we won't float away.
Yeah, hopefully. It's that time of year for sure. That's always a flood. We haven't had one yet, so we'll see.
Do y'all get like bad storms?
Some. We get some pretty. We don't get a whole lot of tornadoes, more than we used to, but we get some pretty rough wind and stuff. So
Yeah.
could be worse.
Shannon says it's raining here. We have severe weather watch through Wednesday here. Well, usually if I get weather, she gets weather. If she gets weather, I get weather because we live so close together. So we usually deal with basically along the same lines of stuff. But anyway, the 1970s.
That kind of day, I guess.
It is. What you gonna cook up?
Today we're making chicken and noodles. So
We'll be right there. So sounds good. I'll come help you eat it.
yeah.
I actually took chicken wings out to thaw a little while ago. I think that's what we're going to do for dinner tonight. So,
Sounds good.
not sure what kind, but we're going to give them a shot.
Dad loves chicken wings.
I do too. I love the
They're
ones
hard
that
to find though. We can't usually find them a whole lot.
they're high here.
Haven't seen them in a long time actually in the store. So the last time we actually had them, we actually accidentally had turkey wings because I was like going through the store and I saw like the clearance sticker on these wings and I was like, oh, Dad's been wanting wings. I'll pick those up while they're on sale. And when we got home and cooked them, they were like huge. And I was like, we were like, wait a minute, what in the world? And we looked and they were actually turkey wings. So we had barbecue turkey wings, but they were actually pretty good.
You know what killed me down here was like for Christmas I had thought about smoking just the plain turkey breast. You know, you could buy just the turkey breast by themselves. 2 or 3 of those cost more than the entire turkey.
Those things are so expensive, like lazy. They're really good, but they're expensive.
That's insane, though. I can go buy the whole turkey.
We hardly ever bought.
Off
We never bought them. We always liked the idea of it because we like turkey breast. We always looked at them and we never bought them. But a couple years back, I think it was. I don't think it was last year, but the year before, Ibotta had the free Thanksgiving deal that they were doing, and you got a whole turkey breast for free on Ibotta. And you paid for it and you get it back, a rebate on Ibotta. So
I love
a couple of
Ibotta.
them.
I use Ibotta.
Yeah, we do.
Then at the end, it's going to be part of my Christmas fund. The end of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really
good, actually. You could buy the whole turkey and cut the breast off yourself. I'm like,
I know, for cheaper than you can
it's
get.
so pointless. But anyway, so cook away, girl.
All right, let's get started. Let me get y'all down here. My thing is still broken, so we'll have to work with a not so great setup. But we're gonna do chicken and noodles. So the crock pot. I'll go ahead and chop while I'm talking. The crock pot was really big in the 70s because a lot of people they liked that they could work and then have that slow cooked meal when they came home. So it was very popular, and chicken and noodles was one of those recipes. When I was searching around, it was actually in one of these. We make it a lot anyway, but it was actually in one of the old rival cookbooks, the old rival crock pot cookbooks for chicken and noodles, and it's really basic, but I know it's gonna be good. So, lots of yummy things. So, the crock pot actually originally came out. It was invented in 1940, but it really gained popularity in the 70s. And the rival one was really popular, like the old-fashioned ones that were round, and some of them had flowers and stuff. So that was popular. But a lot of people actually say that there's some mixed things about it, but a lot of the nutrients, or some of the nutrients, are actually retained in slow cooking, the ones that are killed at high heat temperatures. And then there are some that are killed due to long cooking process, but some of them are retained. And then there's also some other information that if you eat it with some of the liquid, like liquid from the roast or from your chicken or whatever, then water-soluble vitamins, and you're able to retain those as well. So that's pretty cool.
I use my Instant Pot on the slow cooker setting now. And
yeah, we do that some because if we oftentimes make things where we need I don't know why I'm doing that. Hang on, I'm cutting that the wrong way. I'm talking and not paying attention. We'll just use that for something else. But we do that sometimes because a lot of times we'll have both the Instant Pots going or both crock pots going. But we do really like our crock pot better. Oh, I should know better than cut these on camera. Oh, they do this every time, and I don't know why. I always do it on Facebook Live, and I should know better. Oh, my. Okay. But anyway. Wow. Okay. Whew. I'm going to cut another half one and use it because I messed that other one up. But what was I even saying now? I don't know.
You use your crock pot?
Oh, yeah.
More than yours?
We like the crock pot better on the slow cook function. I think it cooks better, but the Instant Pot does work too.
Hello, Miss Virginia.
Our crock pot is actually really old, and so it seems to cook a lot harder than the newer ones today because we've had newer ones, and they don't cook as good and as hot.
When I get my pantry put in, I will probably get another one. But my cabinets are packed right now. And I've got so many things.
My phone was dying. Let me plug it up real fast.
Okay. While she is plugging up her phone, Does anybody in the chat remember what the kitchens were like in the
That onion
70s?
got me. The onion's getting me.
Anybody want to make a guess on the kitchens in 1970? Today, just, a lot of the kitchens you tend to see are white and black. Um,
Yeah.
the farmhouse look, which is what mine is. But in the 70s, it says that the kitchens were totally wild. Nisi, I sent you an email and a message on Facebook in case you didn't get either one. Hello, Nick. Welcome in.
Hey, y'all. Welcome.
Kitchens in the 70s were bold and daring. It was a little bit of hints of it in the 60s, but in the 70s,
they had some pretty colorful decor choices.
Did. It says that 70s kitchens were an absolute riot of color and pattern.
So fun.
Looking at pictures of them, it looks like yellow. And I'm still waiting to send you my address on your crocheting projects. I've been giving her a hard time about that. Yellow and wood in the 60s. Laminate cabinets, countertops. This one looks like it's a red color. I don't know.
I think orange and like the old-fashioned green were pretty popular too.
Yeah, I've seen that, like avocado green, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, like that dark kind of green. I love it though. I think it's actually kind of pretty, especially the orange. I like the orange.
Said wood replaced steel as the material of choice for cabinets in the 60s, so I guess and that spilled over into the 70s. Can you imagine having steel cabinets in your kitchen? That would drive me insane. Nick, I spell her name wrong all the time. I nearly know I do. I have a problem with that. Let's see. Some of the cabinets had bunched fabric above them. Like some of them I'm looking now had, on this one particular one, the cabinets were dark wood and like the doors were like bright yellow and the fridge and the dishwasher were like green. And the kitchen
there's
decorated
pretty colorful choices there.
in fruits, it looked like. Oh my cow. Cane printed wallpaper. Wow. Purple cabinets with a dark pinkish looking or lighter purplish looking countertop. They had it going on.
For sure, they had some really colorful kitchens and houses. Totally different from the all white that everybody wants today. It was like all white and all black.
Hello, Amy. Welcome in. The house that I grew up a lot of my childhood in, it had wood paneling on the walls. And it had like the little grooves that go all the way down, the dark color. And Nick said they had the avocado green long shag carpet. Those are some big carrots, girl.
They are. They're some huge carrots. I think they're from Walmart, but man, they're some pretty crazy sized carrots. But yeah, I'm just cutting up carrots and onions. This pretty basic. I mean, kind of what we do today. But Most of the recipes, like from them, like the one I looked at in the rival, the old rival crockpot cookbook, just had onions and um, onions and carrots and then celery. But I don't have any celery, so I'm just skipping that step. But we're gonna put this in. So I got this chopped up now, and we're going to. I'll show you what we're gonna do next. We are making chicken and noodles in the crock pot. 70s inspired recipe. It's actually in the old, or there's a version of it in the old rival crock pot cookbook. So
Awesome, Macy. I will get a link sent to you as soon as I get it set up.
alright, so we're gonna put this in the crock pot. Now I wish that I had one of those old-fashioned, like the old-fashioned crock pots, like that were the round in the rival version. But unfortunately, I don't. But this isn't actually an old one. You can probably tell it looks old. But this was one of Mom and Dad's wedding presents when they got married, and they just celebrated their 23rd wedding anniversary. So it's 23 years old and it's still going strong. It's the best crock pot. We've had other ones, and this one cooks the best. Like we will be sad when it tears up because it cooks so good. And she actually just cooked him. It was a wedding present from somebody, and she just cooked their 23rd anniversary meal in it the other day. So.
Oh, well, they got married in
99.
We got married in 95. I think this year will be our 27th. I think.
Wow, that's awesome. So, just in here, we're going to put our chicken. We're going to put our vegetables. We're going to put our water. And then we're going to put salt and pepper. That's pretty much all they did. This is very basic stuff that everybody, usually already has at home. And like I said, they really like their crock pot because there's a lot of people, a lot of women are working in outside the home, and they could come home to a nice home-cooked meal. And it was also really cheap because it was really economical. Crock pots use so little energy as far as cost of cooking goes. 3 cents an hour to cook in a crock pot.
Wow.
Then we add some chicken. You can use whatever kind you want. This is, bone-in, of course. You want it to be bone-in, skin on, but you can use legs. You can use thighs, split breasts, whatever you have. So put some chicken in. I'll add some more in a minute. Bone-in, skin on chicken. And then, after I throw my carrot across the room. And throw in your veggies.
Thanks, Macy. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. There we go. And then salt and pepper. And then we're going to put some water in here, and we're going to let this cook all day. Okay, and then that'll add broth. So we're going to cover this significantly with water because you want there to be enough broth. So I'm going to get my measuring cup and get my water here. And that's 4 cups, and I'm going to definitely need more.
Anyone, while she's in water, ever had a Black Forest cake? That was in the 70s. A cheese and pineapple hedgehog.
Okay, so that was about 8 cups of water that I put in there. You just want to cover it really well. So we're going to cook this all day. You can do this like 6, 7, 8 hours on low. If you want to put it in the morning when you're going to work, it's later in the afternoon for me, so I'm going to do it like 3, 4 hours or whatever on high, and we're going to cook this. Then at the end of the day, you'll pull your chicken out, and you'll drop your noodles. So drop your noodles in there, and then let them cook. You'll cover it for about 30 minutes or so, and they should cook in your crock pot just like this, and then you can serve it with your chicken. You can pull your chicken and put it back in and make like chicken noodle soup if you want to. We do that a lot, but I think in the 70s they just kind of served their noodles and then their piece of chicken on top. So that's up to you. And you just let this cook. It's so easy and so basic, but was popular then, Crock was popular then, and like you can't go wrong with a good chicken and noodles. We make it all the time still today. So I'm gonna set this over here and get it cooking.
It sounds like it's going to be delicious. Welcome in, Tim. I think Nisi had a couple of questions for you. What type of noodles are you going to use?
What type of noodles? We do egg noodles a lot, or spaghetti noodles. You can really do whatever kind of noodle you want to use. But egg noodles are a favorite that we do, or spaghetti noodles. You could do a whole chicken and pull it out and like use the chicken for something else, or pull the chicken and put it in, or cut it up and serve it. You could do that. But really, whole chicken, chicken thighs, chicken legs, chicken breast, anything as long as it's skin on, bone in.
Watergate Salad was in the 70s. I love Watergate Salad. It's the
I've
one
never had that.
pistachio pudding, the marshmallows, the pineapple, I think it's pecans. Is that what you had the other day, Shannon? You made? I know I have a video up on my channel. They made something in the 70s called Country Cabin. Country Captain.
Cheese balls were also very popular in the 70s. A lot of people did that pineapple cheese ball or just any kind of cheese ball. I actually have a cheese ball video on YouTube if you want to check it out, but it's little mini versions of a cheese ball.
Nisi wants to know how you store your leftovers.
Leftovers, don't keep it in the crock pot very long because your noodles will get mushy, so just store it in an airtight container in the fridge. And ideally, I would probably just store the noodles in a container and the chicken in a container and keep it in the fridge.
Wacky cake. Now, my mom makes wacky cake, and it is one of my favorite chocolate cakes. Hamburger Helper come out in the 70s.
Yes, Hamburger Helper. Carrot cake was a big one.
Ooh, my mom makes a carrot cake with carrot baby food. It's one of the most moistest cakes I have ever taken.
Poke cake. Poke cake was a big one that Nana made when Mom was growing up. She loved it, so we still make those sometimes.
Hamburger Helper, when they got rid of the one they had that was nacho cheese kind, that was the best they ever put out. Nisi wants to know if you need to wait for it to get down to room temp first before you store it.
Yeah, I would just because you don't want to put it, especially if you're putting it in plastic, and even if you're putting it in glass, you don't want to close it up. So sometimes I'll put it like in the glass container or whatever, and just kind of leave the lid off, let it cool, and then put the lid on and store it when it's cold.
Virginia, I bet Watergate cake is awesome. I love poke cakes, Amy. Hamburger Helper is what I started out cooking. Roger got his fair share of it. Jell-O Salad. Now I'm telling you, things with Jell-O has been popular for years and years.
Yeah, it's just always been a popular thing for a while. It just
keeps rolling over.
Quiche was another one, like the classic quiche with like a crust on the bottom.
Yeah. Hamburger
we still make those a lot.
Yeah, I don't guess I've ever had one of those. They
it's
look
really good. Sometimes we make them all different ways. So when we first started making them, we started following Pioneer Woman's recipe, and then we kind of branch out. And now we make them with a crust, so you can use like a pie crust. I've even done sourdough crust. You can do crustless and add in whatever kind of veggies you want. Peppers, broccoli, put in cheese, any other veggies you want. So you can put bread in them instead of crust. You can do no crust. You can do a hash brown crust. And we a lot of times now make the little mini ones. So we'll make them in like little cupcake pans and do that. And they're really good. And especially when you have a ton of eggs coming in from the hen house and you need to use them up.
There you go. I bet that hash brown crust would be good on breakfast.
The hash brown crust is really good.
Nisi likes to make Hamburger Helper from scratch and not from a box. Definitely.
Yeah, I've done that before. I actually did that on a Facebook Live about a few months ago, I think.
1970s economics. The median household income was $8,730, and you paid an average of $3,900 for a new car. Wow.
Wow.
You don't even get a used car for that, hardly.
Not anymore. Yeah, really.
Food prices. A pound of bacon's 95 cents. A dozen eggs was 60. 24 cents for a loaf of bread. 10 pounds of potatoes was 90 cents. 91 cents for coffee. 86 cents for a gallon of orange juice. Man, I'd love to have those grocery prices today.
I know, right? That would be
Milk
great.
was $1.32 a gallon.
Wow. Go ahead. That's great.
That's insane. Butter was 86.6 cents a pound. That seems kind of high. Flour was 58.9 cents for 5 pounds. I think we are caught up in the chat. $1970, Orville Redenbacher's popcorn
Oh yeah.
was introduced. In 5 years, it made it to the country's largest selling brand.
Wow.
Resealable plastic bags. The first salad bar in a restaurant. McDonald's opened its first location. Its international location was in Tokyo. A 3-course meal cost less than $8.
Wow.
Starbucks was founded in Seattle. Celestial Seasonings herbal teas were introduced. Ooh. The New York State Division of Human Rights prohibits the ladies' night at Yankee Stadium because they discriminated against the men. Clorox Corporation bought the rights to Hidden Valley dressing. Barcodes started coming out on the food packaging. McDonald's introduced the Egg McMuffin. I don't know, there's so much that happened. It just goes on and on. The first Cuisinart food processor was introduced. Rising food costs and shortages of some meat cuts lead many Americans into the kitchen to try recipes beyond casseroles. That kind of sounds like today.
Yeah. Trying to stretch that out. We could definitely go back and use some of those recipes.
Nisi poke cakes are basically, I guess you could do any flavor cake you wanted. You cook it, poke fairly nice size holes on the top of it. Like I'll make a white cake, poke holes in the top of it, whatever flavor of Jell-O I want. I'll mix the Jell-O like you're supposed to. Pour it on top of the cake, put it in the fridge, let it chill down, and cover it with Cool Whip. It makes an awesome summer dessert.
I've even seen people do poke cakes with pudding.
Yes. There's so many poke cakes.
So many. There's all kinds.
They're
And
easy.
pudding, yeah.
They make some of the best.
Yeah. Pudding was also popular in the 70s, and like we have like the plastic containers now, but they have like the tin cans or like the pudding packs. So.
Yeah. Yep. You'll play yogurt. Mrs. Field's cookies. The word fajita appears in print for the first time. Wow. 1975, the American consumption of soft drink surpasses coffee.
Yes, definitely probably kept growing from there.
Oh, you know it.
McDonald's actually launched its like iconic Happy Meal in the late 70s. It was their first Happy Meal. You were talking about McDonald's earlier.
I seen a sign on our Whataburger door the other day. They're just going to start doing away with like several menu items, like their fish, like their jalapeno cheddar biscuits, their chicken fajita wrap. They're just supposed to drop it off. And some of that stuff is really good. Um, Tom Wolfe calls the 1970s the me decade, and Burger King follows with the Have It Your Way campaign. For the first time, more women than men entered college in '78. Ben and Jerry's homemade ice cream and crepes opens in Vermont. Uh, yeah, it's crazy. I think that's when Watergate went on. Says it was a tumultuous time. It kind of carried on from the '60s. I was just a wee little newborn, so at the end of it, it just rocked on past me. I don't know. Wow. Anyway, I'm not going to get into presidential history. I don't do politics on here. So, what are they known for? Bell bottoms and the rise of discos.
Yep.
Yep. Moon pies come out.
It was in 1917.
Yeah. So, what is some of you guys, if you've had moon pies, what are some of your favorite flavors?
I like the banana one.
Straight up. That's the best.
Yeah,
The other
that's
ones,
really the only one I even really ever ate. I mean,
banana.
I ate other ones, but that's the only one I ever really wanted to eat was the banana.
The bananas are the best there is. Uh, let's see here. How much did a Big Mac cost in 1970? How much are they now? I don't eat Big Macs.
I don't
Yes,
even
and
have
a
any
banana.
clue. I don't ever eat at Burger King.
A Big Mac in 1970s was 65 cents. Um, you go get you a shirt in 1970.
Wait, a Big Mac is McDonald's, not Burger King. My bad. I don't know what I'm thinking, but obviously I don't eat at either place very often.
It
More
says
for a Burger King.
apparel.
Yeah, I did.
Shannon says Roger grew up eating a ton of moon pies. He won't eat them now. He probably won't eat hamburger helper now either, really.
Burned out on the moon pies.
Hey, you should have seen some of the first meals I cooked when I got married. We were making spaghetti one night, and we had a garbage disposal in our sink. Somehow, half or more of my spaghetti spilled out of my pot when I was draining it. Went out there in the garbage disposal.
Oh no.
Uh, in the '70s, if you bought apparel that cost around $20, it would cost you about $42 now. You could get into the movies for $1.55.
Wow. That's a big jump from what it is now.
The average cost of living was about $2,170 for shelter and gas and groceries in the 70s. In 1970. Uh, Minimum wage. I don't even know what minimum wage is now. You could rent for about $108 a month. Gas was about 36 cents a gallon.
Wow.
A man in 1970 spent about a quarter of his income on yearly predictable expenditures. Well, all I can say is those were the good old days.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got something fun we're going to do. I know that I think last week, we told you about our group page. I guess that's what it's called. Bobby's better at that than I am. On Facebook. And we've had several people that's joined and everything. So here's what we're going to do to make Facebook a little bit more interesting and something to do on there for everybody. If you comment, or you not comment, if you post something on the group page, right?
Yes.
If you post something, you have between now and May 2nd, I believe, which will be a Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you post something on Facebook, we're going to go through and we're going to somehow, we haven't decided how yet, pick 2 or 3 of the people that posted something, and we're going to do a live, what do they call it? It's a group chat room or something on there. And y'all be invited to come on, sit down, hang out with us, tell us your favorite recipes, your favorite things you do in the kitchen, anything y'all want to discuss along the lines of food or whatever. We'll be there to discuss it with you. But, is there anything you want to add to that?
No, it's exciting. So go check out the page if you haven't, and share your favorite stuff on there.
Yeah, and it's just the recipe box. The profile picture is just like what you see when we go live on here. And most of the people that follow me on my Facebook page for Southern Roots, you can get to it from there. You can join from the actual recipe box page. And Bobby, I'm sure, will be inviting people from her end of it. I'll invite people from mine more than I have been. I have invited several. But we just think it's something fun to do. And that's fine, Virginia. We'll try to figure out some other direction to do something later on. But if you're interested in it, then go over, share something on the page. No, I haven't tried new lemon moon pies. I didn't even know.
No, I didn't even know those existed.
By the way, how are you, Fordman?
I bet they're good. I like lemon.
Yeah. I almost made a lemon sherbet. I could have made it, but I didn't have time for it to freeze. And I was a little bit leery of it's the recipe box. I'll try to send you. I'll invite you to it. I thought I may not have done it yet. I don't know. I've invited several. I'll send you an invite to it, niece. But I was afraid of that 30 cup of sugar and trying to level out that lemon with a sweetener. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keto-friendly sweetener. I was like, So I didn't try it. And because I'm not going to eat it if it has sugar in it. And the final weight loss was in Saturday. I lost 4.6 for the week. So I was excited.
Great. That's awesome.
Still got a long ways to go.
Just getting there, though. That's great.
Yeah, getting there. But anyway, I'll hand it back to you. I'm out of things to say for the moment.
I don't know. I don't really have. Let me see what we didn't cover already that I had in my mind here. I think you may have already said. I can't remember. Pineapple upside down cake. Mom still loves pineapple upside down cake.
I love making them.
Really popular back then. Yeah, I considered making them today.
Skillet. Those are so good.
Oh yeah, so good. Like the brown sugar and the butter on the bottom with the pineapple caramel. Oh, I love it. It's amazing. So good.
So, has any of you in the chat got your garden going on? What's up with you?
And then Italian food was actually pretty popular too, and like pasta carbonara and pasta primavera and like all those different Italian dishes were pretty popular.
I have got to find a keto friendly. We're doing great, Kenneth. So far, so good. It's supposed to get a little bit of weather this week. A keto friendly side that's not vegetable related.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is. Because my daughter won't eat any vegetables basically except for potatoes.
Have you tried any of the keto pastas?
No, but I'm thinking I bought the stuff to make that one. I haven't made it yet. But I hate to do pasta for every meal.
Yeah, that's true.
But I just can't think of stuff. I don't know.
That's hard. Not a vegetable. Fruit. Just serve fruit on the plate as a side.
Hello, Jessica. Welcome in. So, I mean, if I can't find a keto side and then I'm just cooking meat, that's basically all she's going to eat.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to get creative. But, anyway, it hasn't happened yet. Anyway, we are trying. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do for the fun of it. Is we have roughly, I don't know, around a little over. Hey, Jessica, I will have to check that out. About 15 minutes left. I am going to, for the fun of it, throw the link out. If anybody wants to jump on and chat with us right quick, you are more than welcome to. And let us know what you have going on in your life or your channel. Kenneth, you're welcome to come on. Shannon, Niece, Virginia, Tim, whoever. If any of you guys are still listening, Nick, Amy, grab your phone and jump on. I'm sure you can share plenty of stories about Bobby. So have a parent tell all.
Oh.
Does it make you nervous?
These don't like to stay in. Sometimes they do really good and they stay in, and then other times they just like fall out about 15 times.
You have a food challenge in your videos today. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all, Shannon done a live with her and Roger and Ryan, which is Roger's brother, and their niece, and they done the Bean Boozled challenge.
Oh, those are interesting.
And so y'all go check that out.
Funny to watch, I'm sure, because they're pretty interesting to do.
I'm like, no way. I would. I couldn't handle it.
No, we did one once with our cousins, and we were at their house, and most of them, some of them were okay, like we could tolerate them. We got this one though. It was, I mean, it was bad. I just had to like run into the kitchen. We had just ate, and so I like grabbed a piece of garlic bread left over from supper. It was nasty.
Shannon said it was a
Some of
lot.
them are
I'm
okay.
surprised Shannon didn't Ralph though. I just knew it. I have watched so many of them, and oh man, they're just disgusting. But anyway, Jessica, you can pop on, hit the link if you want. Tell us about your video you posted today. Are you ready for Easter?
I am. Well, I mean, we're getting there. We have like 4 birthdays in the month of March and April, so we're having a big Easter birthday celebration all at once. So it'll be fun. We're gonna have cake, and I think we're having hot dogs and.
This week is insane. I have Chatterbox Gals tomorrow at 12 Central, and Niecy's going to be the guest on there along with me and Shannon. I have my Let's Grow Together live at Thursday night at 5 Central. I have a birthday party Thursday evening. Friday, it seems like something's going on. I can't even remember. Saturday is our pastor's birthday party and another guy's from our church. So they're doing a crawfish bowl, catfish, fajitas.
Oh wow, yummy!
And then Friday is our probably a family Easter. Sunday is church. Monday we'll be back for the recipe box. Tuesday I'll be back for Chatterbox. Plus I'm supposed to get together with my cousin. Wednesday morning about 4:30 I'm pulling out for Branson. So it's just like bam, bam, bam.
Sounds very busy.
Hubby's birthday is Saturday. Well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, happy early birthday.
And Shannon's niece Jaylee.
You made fried chicken in the air fryer yesterday for dinner. That sounds good.
That looks
That
good.
sounds really yummy.
Good. Shannon says she has a stronger stomach than Roger and Ryan. Hello, Kenneth. Welcome in.
Hey, I think this is my very first time ever up on your panel.
Really?
I do believe.
Well, we're just hanging out and chattering about whatever comes our way right now.
I've been in your chat, but I've not been up on your panel yet.
Well, welcome in. So what's going on with your channel?
Oh, not much. I got a live stream tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Wow. So tell us a
I'll
little.
be doing a game night. What I usually do, Fun Day Monday, it's game night. And it's usually game night and chit chat and hang out, basically, pretty much.
Well, that sounds like fun. Tell us a little bit about what your channel covers. Tell everybody what you do.
I normally do taste test reviews of different types of food. Some of it's exotic foods. Some of it's spicy foods. What I mean by exotic foods, I normally eat strange things that people normally don't eat, like mountain oysters, Rocky Mountain oysters, and raw sea oysters. So
you got me there. Molly may have, but I don't.
Oysters are good. But then again, we had oysters Rockefeller with like cream cheese and bacon, and anything's good with cream cheese and bacon on it. So.
Yeah, I'm not much of an oyster. It's just
and I've eaten baby snails before.
Oh wow! Yeah, I've never done that before.
Yeah, so, but yeah, and then I've got auto mechanic videos out there on my channel. So I do a mixture of different things on my channel, basically, pretty much.
Well, kind of just keep it interesting, huh? Kind of bust it all up.
Yeah, I just kind of what you see in my videos is what you get in person.
Huh.
So
Well,
I've met a couple of people in person, a couple of YouTubers in person. So, as a matter of fact, I met quite a few in person before. So, quite at some of the meetups, I've been to Quartzsite, Arizona. I've been to Helen, Georgia. I've been to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area.
wow. You've been to
So,
several of them then.
yeah.
They've got a big one that's fixing to go on in Oklahoma, I believe, towards the end of the month.
Hmm.
But I'm not going to make that one this year. But I did
I,
share it. Go ahead.
I've been trying to set up a meetup here in Tennessee, but I'm having the hardest time trying to get that organized because the campground is giving me a hard time about. They want to know when I gotta send the uh, I I gotta send them an email of like what, when, where, and why, and all that stuff, and how many, and all that. So, um, that yeah, I never knew it was gonna be this difficult.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll all
Work out.
work out for you. But we shared your link out. And thanks for coming on and sharing your channel with us.
Thanks for sharing my channel, and thanks for having me up.
Okay. Well,
Thanks
we
for
will
coming.
catch you later.
I'll see you in the chat.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Y'all check out Kenneth's channel and see what all he has to offer over there. So, I think Virginia just needs to like cook everybody a really good big meal
Oh yeah.
and just invite everybody up to her place because she can flat out cook from what I'm hearing.
Sounds like it. That delicious fried chicken or
Oh, I know it. I know it. So, what you got going on this week?
this week, we have some appointments and some getting ready for all the birthdays, so we'll have to do some birthday shopping and baking the cake or two cakes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. And then it's Mom and Papa's birthday the end of this week and beginning of next week, and then little cousin's birthday's already happened, so we're gonna celebrate them all at once on Easter. And planting more seeds. Hopefully getting some more videos out. And yeah, lots of stuff. We're getting ready for baby chicks. So new baby chicks are coming this week, so that's really fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully our new baby lambs, hopefully will be here in the next week or two. So that is really exciting.
Well, hello, Paul. Welcome in. He is driving and listening. We covered the 1970s. And I guess we have the 80s and 90s left.
Yep.
I'm not sure how far we'll go beyond that. I don't know if there's a whole lot that's changed between 2000 and
now, I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like as long as I can remember, we kind of ate the same things that we still do now.
I feel that way too. So we will probably, after we do the 90s in the next, we have 2 more weeks of this, and then we'll probably head a different direction. I don't know what direction we're going.
Yeah, if y'all have any ideas, leave them.
Yes.
Let us know.
Oh, Shannon done put us in the car. Drive safe, please. We don't want to get banged up. She had to take her fur baby to the vet today, so. But anyway. Well, You got anything you want to add before we sign off?
I don't think so. I think we covered about everything.
I think so. I'm sure Jell-O will carry on till the 80s.
It's probably still going to be in the 80s. Oh, it seems so popular today. I don't know. Not my favorite thing, but lots of Jell-O desserts.
It's not much. I'll eat it. I like it. But it has to be something I'm craving, and that happens very rarely.
Yeah.
It's just not a
But
big...
the Jell-O in the poke cake is just...
Yes. And something like that. Now, if we switch to Jell-O pudding, that's different. I've been taking the me and my daughter both have been doing the small boxes of Jell-O sugar-free pudding and put about half the bag into a whole tub of sugar-free Jell-O. Not sugar-free Jell-O, what am I saying? Sugar-free Cool Whip.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought you
Mix it up, and you can either put it straight in the fridge and eat it that way, or in the freezer and freeze it.
Ooh. Does it turn like almost like a sorbet kind of texture?
It makes a good sweet tooth killer. And it's all sugar-free.
That sounds yummy.
But anyway, so that's been one of my go-to desserts.
That sounds really good.
But anyway, we appreciate everybody coming on.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Everybody in the chat taking time to comment. And I'm sure Bobby's going to enjoy a delicious supper that she's already got started. I have still yet to cook. But anyway, and we will catch you Monday at 1 Central Standard. And we're going to hit up the 80s and see what we can dig out. We're kind of leaving the vintage era and becoming more, I don't know, what would you call this time?
I don't know.
Up to date.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Niecy will be the guest on Chatterbox Gals tomorrow with me and Shannon. It'll be hosted on my channel this week at noon Central. So come out and join us. But anyway, we appreciate everybody coming on. It's been kind of quiet today. That's okay.
Yeah.
And we'll blame it on the weather. Hello, Tim.
Keeping everybody away.
Do what?
Keeping everybody away, the weather.
Yeah. But we appreciate everybody coming in, and we will catch you guys somewhere out on YouTube, I'm sure. So y'all have a good evening.
Have a great day, guys.
And we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.